Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I am Ryan Clifton Boland. Let's get right down to the news. As you all may already know, the Biden administration has created a new faction within the government to basically cut down on misinformation. Essentially, it is called the Ministry of Truth. And I'm going to get into the article in a little bit here from the Breitbart news station. I'm going to get into the article and we're going to analyze something that's very, very dark. But essentially what this Ministry of Truth basically is supposed to be geared towards is to basically censor all dissenting voices or censor misinformation or what they deem to be misinformation. Of course, without getting into any further explanation for that, those of us that are on the right, those of us that are conservative know good and well that this is just an attack from the government to censor conservative voices. That's really what this is all about. That's why people on the left are getting in a hissy fit over Elon Musk buying out a large portion of Twitter. I mean, people are just going crazy over that. Why are people on the left going crazy over that? When I say people on the left, I'm talking mostly about politicians and business gurus, the higher ups. Seems to me the regulars or the Democrats that voted for these leftists are not really all that bothered. I'm not really saying much about it. It's the higher ups, the ones that control the flow of information. I find that to be interesting that they're the ones having a hissy fit. But nevertheless, this individual person that we're going to get into in the article that Biden appointed to be the leader of the Ministry of Truth, essentially has been, her past is basically shaky. It's really some things in her past that I believe is going to really kind of shake you guys up. And I know sometimes people say, well, that's the past, why are we digging up their past? Why are we digging up their past? But it seems interesting to me that the left, or the far left rather, to take it from a step further, tends to always appoint people in leadership positions that have a funky past and funky present. Because why? They protect these kind of people. But I don't want to go too far. I digress. I want to get too far. We're going to get into that in our article. So let's get right into this article right now from the Breitbart News. And the title of the article is Biden Disinformation Chief Nina Jankowicz. These people's names. Where do they get these people's names from? Why does people on the left always have some of the craziest names? I don't know. Sang about sex fantasy with dead Harry Potter. I know you're probably like, what in the world? We want to get into this. Let's see. President Biden's disinformation chief, Nina, sang about dead child sex with fictional character Harry Potter as she participated in the, quote, wizard rock band, end quote, called, quote, the Moaning Myrtles, which released several songs detailing such fantasies. Now, let me say this before I go any further into this article. I was never into Harry Potter. I never watched any of the movies or any of that. I was never into that. Not because I disagree with the content or anything. I just wasn't into that kind of those kind of movies. I never was into sword and sorcery movies and so forth. This really clicked to me that much. I'm more of a horror fan. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a horror fan, but that's a whole nother story. So, but yet, nevertheless, here we have in the beginning of this article, the fact that this individual, Nina, the head of this disinformation faction of the government, has been involved in some pretty funky stuff here. And we're gonna go further into this. Nina, I'm calling her by her first name. If you read the article, by the way, when you go to the disinformation, when you go to the comment section and the information section, you'll find out that the description section, you'll find a link to this article. Just type up www.breitbartnews.com and you will be able to find this article for yourself, and you can pronounce her name on your own, because I'm having a hard time pronouncing her last name. So throughout the duration of this article, I'm going to be calling her Nina, okay? Nina, the radical left-winger heading up the Department of Homeland Security's Disinformation Governance Board, or, quote, Ministry of Truth, was apparently a huge Harry Potter fan, enough to create a band with her friend Lauren Fairweather in the 2000s. According to Spotify, the albums came out in 2007 and 2008, meaning Nina was presumably 18 when the first album dropped. Now, let me say something real quick about this phrase, ministry of truth. And I'm going to piggyback off my boy, Anthony Brown Logan, whom I've been an admirer of. He's a conservative commentary. I've been an admirer of his YouTube channel. He's an awesome guy. I advise you guys to subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. But to add to what Anthony Brown Logan said about this phrase, ministry of truth, this phrase, ministry of truth, more than likely comes from a book written by George Orwell. Some of you may or may not have heard of him. He was a fictional writer and science fiction writer back in the early 1900s, 1930s, 1940s. And he made a number of books. He was a part of the elite, and he made a number of books. And one of them was a book written in around 1947, 1948 called 1984. And essentially, I've never read the book. I've heard about it. I've read excerpts and pages from it and quotes from it from other books, but I've never actually read the book entirely. But according to these sources and according to the excerpts that I've read from the book, 1984 basically entails a dystopian future that was supposed to occur in 1984. It was about a dystopian future where the government has absolute, complete surveillance and control over every individual on the earth. What Anthony Brown Logan stated about this, and I totally agree, okay, is that the book is not warning what is coming. The book was basically a blueprint of what is coming. It basically is the plan, the setup of what is coming. And this phrase, ministry of truth, basically in the book represents a group within the government in the book that basically controls all information. So all dissenters that disagree with the dystopian or the totalitarian government in the book, all these dissenters would be basically censored and other things would happen to them. Okay. So I find it interesting that the Biden administration would give this new faction within there, or this new committee, if you will, within the government, the title Ministry of Truth. See, these people, they're coming right out. The radical left is coming right out in our face and telling us in our face, we're doing this in your face. Because you want to know why? I believe that they know that people are not going to do it. The vast majority of people are not going to do anything. But we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, let's continue. Homeland Security's Disinformation Governance Board, or Ministry of Truth, was apparently a huge Harry Potter fan, enough to create a band with her friend Laura Fairweather in the 2000s. Let's go on here. Videos have begun to circulate on social media, purportedly featuring the voice of Nina and her bandmate belting out questionable lyrics. However, a brief search on the music streaming platform on Spotify shows a variety of releases from the duo, with lyrics featuring the two singing out fantasies, including dead child sex with Harry Potter and secretly catching quote peep shows in bathrooms. Okay, so let me let you guys in on there are some audio clips in this article that I normally would allow you guys to listen to, but the reason why is because it doesn't sound real audible. There's audio clips, but it doesn't sound real audible. But they actually have the lyrics written down here. So we're going to read these lyrics. It says, in one such tune titled, "Perfects Are Hot." Perfects are hot. Oh my goodness. The duo makes it clear that they call her, quote, Moaning Myrtle, the ghost girl haunting the laboratory, quote, for a reason, continuing to sing about spying on naked children in bathrooms. The left, these people are sick. Spying on naked children in bathrooms as, quote, bathrooms are great places for peep shows, end quote. Let's see what the words were. Well, let's see what these lyrics are. Went looking for some perfects in the bathroom one day, but instead I found Harry, and so I said, hey. I helped him solve the mystery of the egg, but I like to solve the mystery between his legs. I didn't make that up. Those are lyrics evidently from this particular song, okay? The lyrics continue as the moaning myrtles express hope that Mary would drown in the lake during the Twiz Tri-Wizard tournament so Myrtle could have dead child sex with Harry. This is disgusting. Here's the lyrics. Here's some of the lyrics. It says, I hope that Harry drowns tomorrow in the lake, so that our honeymoon we can take. You know that ghosts have working natomies, whatever that means. Natomies, 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 I guess. What's better than that? We don't get STDs. Oh my God. We're going to stop right there. But listen, you guys can go to the article. Go to the link in the description board, and you can look up that article for yourself, and you can actually listen in on the audio clips because they're not very audible. I would let you, like I said, I would let you guys listen in, but it's hard to really discern what they're saying. So it's best that I read them to you. But here's the deal. Here's the deal with this, man. Here's the deal. I know somebody may look at this and say, well, you know what? This is people on the left. You know, this is something that happened in the past. Why are we, why are we talking about something that happened in the past? Because election time is coming, the midterms are coming up and everything. You know, this tends to happen all the time when it comes to election time. Both sides on the right and the left tend to throw dirt and mud at their proponents. Okay. But here's the deal. The left, as far as I'm concerned, and the radical left in particular, are the ones that have the most corrosive policies. Okay. It's not people on the right. You don't see people on the right that I know of, politicians or regular people, who are doing this kind of stuff. Not that I know of. Now, if there are any, let me know in the description, in the comment box. But I don't see anyone on the right doing this. And here's my point I want to say about those on the left. We got to understand, number one, those on the left, this so-called Ministry of Truth crap, those on the left do not have, and I'm giving you their worldview, okay? Those on the left do not believe in right or wrong. They believe in moral relativism, which is the idea that what's right for you is right for you, what's wrong for you is wrong for you. They don't believe in a solid, definitive right or wrong. They only believe in whatever means it takes to get to their goal, they're willing to do it. So that means if they need to lie, they're going to lie. Because to them, lying is moral relativism. It's relative. I'm lying according to the worldview of the left. I'm lying. I'm telling you an untruth because I'm trying to reach this. I'm trying to reach this end. Okay. I'm trying to reach this goal. And if I need to tell a lie to reach this goal, I'm going to tell a lie to reach this goal. This is how they think. Also, the left tends to support pedophiles, criminals, and immoral behavior. That's what they support. That, in my opinion, is destructive. It's causing this country to go downhill. And these people need to be exposed, and they need to be removed from office. Here we have a person who supposedly be the czar appointed by the Biden administration over this new Ministry of Truth. And here she has a funky past. But to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all that someone like this will be singing about peeping on and spying on naked children in the bathroom. I wouldn't be surprised about that because, after all, it's the left and the radical left in particular that's pushing this transgenderism on our young people. Do you see anybody on the right doing that? Leave it in the description box. Leave it in the comment box below to let me know. Because at this point, I don't see it. It's the left and the far left in particular that are the ones that's pushing these sick, immoral agendas. But this is what we have in office. These are the kind of people we have in office, y'all. So what are we going to do about it when it comes to election time is up to us. What are we going to do about it when it comes to midterms, which is going to be a crap show? It's left totally up to the people. I believe the power is still in the people's hands. But I'm going to tell you this one thing in the closing of this video. When it comes time for the midterms, woo-wee, get ready. It's going to be a crap show, man. I'm telling you, it's going to be so much misinformation flying around. And I'm going to tell you right up front, as far as I'm concerned, and in my opinion, the misinformation won't be from the conservatives. The misinformation will be from the left. I find it interesting that the left always try to use the term misinformation. But who's doing the misinformation here? Ask yourself that question. But I just wanted to read you guys that comment there. I want to read you that article. What do you guys think about that, what I just read to you? What do you think about this new czar or leader over the Ministry of Truth? What do you think about this individual? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button. Share this video and subscribe. God bless you all and see you again.